If you're a European founder entering the US market, there's a pattern you need to understand before you waste 6 months and $250,000 in pipeline. It's the pattern where you nail the demo, everyone loves your product, and then the deal just vanishes. Let me show you what's actually happening and how to fix it. Here's the story I see all the time. You run a killer demo for a US enterprise. Technical buyers are engaged. They're asking the right questions. They're talking about rollout timelines. You walk away thinking this is a done deal. 2 weeks later, nothing. You follow up. They respond with, "We've entered security review and we'll circle back to you." A month goes by, still nothing. You chase again. This time they say, "We're still working through the internal processes." Another month passes. Finally, you get the truth. This project got frozen. It's not in next year's budget cycle. The deal didn't die. It's just paused for a year. And here's the brutal part. It's not the product. It's not the demo. It's not even the buyer. It's that you don't understand how U.S. enterprises actually buy. So let me diagnose what's really happening here. First, U.S. enterprises don't buy on your timeline. They buy on theirs. And their timeline follows a pretty predictable 4-season calendar. And this doesn't differ if they're a calendar or a fiscal year, meaning that they don't start on January 1. But it's pretty common. Q1, planning season. Budgets get locked. And if you're not in the plan by February, you're probably waiting until next year. Unless they've allocated money for something, but not yet chosen a vendor. Q2, project season. This is when things get started. Approved initiatives start to execute. If you're in the budget, this is your closing window. Q3, budget build for next year. This is where the allocations get determined. If you're pitching in Q3, you're probably not closing until Q1 of the next year. Q4, leftover budget time. Desperation deals happen here, but they're tactical, not strategic. If you don't know what season you're in, you're probably flying blind. Second, enterprise deals don't move sequentially, they move in parallel. You think demo, then security, then procurement, then legal, then close. Linear. But unfortunately, that's not how it works. Security doesn't wait for your demo to finish. Procurement doesn't wait for security to clear you. Legal has their own timeline. They're all running at once, whether you manage them or not. And if you don't orchestrate those parallel tracks, you're probably adding 3 to 6 months to your sales cycle, minimum. Third, technical approval is not buying approval. Your technical champion loves your product. Great, but they can't navigate security, they don't know procurement, and they're not talking to legal, and they don't have budget authority. So when the deal stalls, they're as frustrated as you are. Your champion needs allies, not just enthusiasm. So here's what actually works. Number 1, map the calendar before you pitch. Understand what quarter you're in. Time your outreach to match their buying season. If you want Q2 deals, you need to be in their Q1 conversations. That's non-negotiable. Number 2, launch parallel tracks immediately. Don't wait for technical approval to start security, and don't wait for security to engage procurement. Start all 3, technical, security, procurement, all at the same time. Then orchestrate convergence. Week 1, you're asking, what does your procurement process look like? What does vendor onboarding require? Week 2, you're submitting your SOC 2 to security. You're answering their compliance procedure and questionnaire. Week 3, you're engaging legal. You're starting the red lines early. You're managing all 3 tracks simultaneously. That's how you cut 90 to 120 days off your sales cycle. 3, multi-thread your relationships. Map the full buying committee. Who's in security? Who owns procurement? Who's the legal contact? Who controls the budget? Build relationships across all of them directly, not through your champion. Because enterprise deals don't close because one person loves you. They close because no one can say no. Step 4, collect small yeses. Enterprise deals don't close in one big moment. They close in layers. Each approval from security, from procurement, from legal, from finance is a small yes. Your job is to stack those yeses until the only thing left is a signature. If you want the full enterprise deal checklist, the stakeholder map, the buyer engagement committee, the buyer committee engagement plan, and the parallel track orchestration framework, I've built that inside our pipeline process and visibility sprint. It's designed for post-funding founders who need a repeatable, scalable system for closing U.S. enterprise deals without guesswork. Links in the description. And if you're entering the U.S. market and need to know where to start, book a market ready assessment. It's a 30-minute diagnostic call. We'll figure out what's blocking your deals and map you a clear path forward. No pressure, no pitch, just clarity. Link in the description. Drop a comment if this resonates. What's your biggest challenge with enterprise sales right now? I read every one. Thank you for watching. We'll look forward to seeing you next week.